Welcome back, Baku Crew, to another Bakugan Evolutions TCG deck review for the Bakugan Pro TCG. I'm BakuBrad96, and in today's video I will be taking a look at a new design of mine. This is going to be a Haos Ventus deck, but I do have an Aurelus Bakugan on the team, not that that makes a difference. So, time to get right into it, reviewing the Bakugan themselves right quick. I am using the awesome Haos Gillator. It does have a few manual parts in the feet here, back and front, so pretty cool. Get that nostalgia feel for the Legacy series when you have manual pieces. So Haos Gillator. Next up, as you can all tell, do have the Ventus Ultra Eenoch. They switched the names around. Yes, it was Eenoch Ultra before, but now it is Ultra Eenoch in Ventus. And then finally, I am using the Platinum Aurelus Blitz Fox, which is an amazing #Fox Squad member. And now for the actual stats that they have. Ventus Eenoch, Red Fist, and a Blue Shield, B power of 600 with 8 damage. Very spicy. Haos Gillator, Blue Shield, and a Green Fist, B power of 600 with 3 damage. And then if it lands on a Green Fist, plus 400 B power and 4 more damage. So very good, making use of those less than, I don't know, I guess people don't really like the Green Fist scores that much, so they're not very powerful, but that is a way that makes them a bit stronger. And because this is kind of a Green Fist-centered strategy, that is why I chose the Aurelus Platinum Blitz Fox. Double Green Fist, B power of 500 with 5 damage. But if it lands on a Green Fist or you have a Green Fist core on it, you get to steal an opposing active Bakugan's Baku core and place it on your own active Bakugan. So that is very cool as well. Got the core stealing ability there on Blitz Fox. For the Baku core lineup itself, though, very, very straightforward. Like, about as generic as they come. 2 plus 650 B power magic shields. 1 plus 250 B power plus 3 damage Red Fist. 1 Green Fist, that is plus 100 B power, and then Ventus and Haos get plus 3 damage. The last 2 Green Fist are kind of geared towards Blitz Fox, so I didn't want 3 of the that one. So I am using 2 plus 150 B power and plus 2 damage. So that's the core lineup. That's the team. Pretty cool. Very strong, you know, getting up to 1,000 B power. Well, no, it wouldn't be 1,000, it'd be 1,150 using the 150, so that helps. You know, that's kind of cool there. But enough of that. Going to go straight into the deck profile, and I will explain combos as I go. So starting off with 3 Electric Howl. See if I can't center the camera a bit better than that. There we go. 3 Electric Howl, 1 energy for plus 2 damage, and 1 Frost Strike. Like I always say, I never build my decks with Frost Strike in mind. I just don't feel that it's a very powerful ability. However, 1 for 2 damage on Bakugan that already have 8, 3, and 5. Not too bad at all. I mean, obviously, Gillator is not going to be your first pick with Electric Howl, but Eenoch, Blitz Fox, yes. After that, G-Force Drop. It seems like I use this card whenever I have a Ventus build, but 1 energy for minus 300 B power, and you get to scan. It's just really good. After that is 3 Super Shot, 1 energy for plus 300 B power. 2 Venom Blast, 1 energy for minus 4 damage, so it's just really good interaction and disruption with the opponent. 1 for minus 4, very strong. Not as strong as Body Crusher because that card lets you scan, that's why it's my favorite. But this will do when you don't have Darkus around. Next up is Baku Fetch, 2 energy for plus 4 damage, and then you get to draw a card for each Baku core attached to that Bakugan. Comes in handy. Just saying it now. Comes in handy. Next up, 2 Body Breaker. This card costs 2 energy and it has Battle Mastery, so you get to choose one. It's either going to be plus 300 B power or plus 4 damage. It's not that it's a great card, but it's Aurelus and I had an excuse to play it, so I shoved it in. Next up, more Disruption with Piercing Scream, 2 energy for minus 400 B power. One thing you will notice about this strategy, my Haos cards kind of add B power and stuff. The Ventus cards take away B power, and that's kind of how I try to balance the deck out. 3 Scarf Strike, 2 energy for plus 500 B power. 2 Solar Wings, 2 energy for minus 5 damage, and then if you energize it from your hand, you may pay 2 energy to draw one. Not that that's going to come up, but again, 2 for minus 5. Just really good disruption. 1 Cocoon Shield, 3 energy, and a Bakugan's B power becomes 1000. So you can either buff up your own Bakugan to 1000 and then have Bakucore, get stronger, or if an opponent is just too hard to beat, take their B power back down to 1000 because at least then maybe you can get over that. And again, another versatile, really cool card that I like from Battle Planet, one of my favorite. This one too, actually, Deafening Roar. I have 2 of these. 3 energy for minus 600 B power. It's just really strong. Like, I don't have to tell anyone that. It's just a really, really strong card. Just like my Fusion deck profile that I did before this, I am using Energy Vortex in this build as well. In this deck, it's probably more justifiable with all the Green Fist floating around. But anyway. 3 energy for a Bakugear that when you play it, you get to attach a Green Fist from the field to an open Bakugan. Synergy, right, just bam, bam. We're going to start getting things going. That's what Energy Vortex is for right there. After that though, 2 Vicious Defense, 3 energy for minus 200 B power, and minus 6. So again, like I said, all the Ventus cards are your disruption, the interaction with the opponent, stopping their combos, stopping their cards, taking away their B power and damage, just trying to stay alive so that you can get off your own combos. Something like Ventus Venom wouldn't be too bad here. 4 energy and you must re-roll your Bakugan. If you open on the re-roll, you may energize the top 2 cards of your deck. This build doesn't care about that. That's not really a big deal, but this is a power play one of in the deck that I use, so I do have just the one. But anyway, after, energizing the top 2 cards of the deck uncharged if you do, you get plus 100 B power for each energy card you have in play. I just figured it'd be a cool closeout card, possibly later on in the game. But moving right along into 2 Glacial Glare, just another awesome card because for 5 energy, it is minus 1000 B power and you get to scan. I don't think there's a better card than that. I mean, there was the Ventus card from AA that did 1000 B power and then it had a trifecta ability, but I prefer the scan in case, I just definitely prefer the scan. Lastly, before the flip cards, it is Baku Roll. So I am trying this card out again. 6 energy to attach 2 Bakucore from the field to an open Bakugan. Yeah, that's just insane, especially when you have, the core stealing from Blitz Fox or the power up from Gillator. Baku Roll just is that much better. And at 6, I mean, it's playable. It's not as ridiculous as some Evos out there. But yeah, again, just really cool interactions. Now then, for the flip cards, this deck has a good many. Web Snare, 0 energy to block a Bakugan holding a red fist. Confuse, 1 energy and it's to block a Bakugan holding a flame or red fist and a magic shield, or blue shield. Rock Riser, 1 energy to block a Bakugan holding an orange or blue shield. Halt Outsiders, 3 energy to block non-Haos. Repel Outsiders, 3 energy to block non-Ventus. Stand Together, 4 energy to block non-Haos and then Domination. If your Bakugan are holding the most Bakukores, this is free. I really wish I had 3 of this. I would probably build a mono Haos deck with my mascot if I had this. But the one is good. I just wish I had more. And then Nature Assimilation, 5 energy to block an attack, and then energize that uncharged. Speaking of mascot though, and I just recorded that fusion deck, but I did forget to bring out Finnica. Let's go Lightning Vortex, channel mascot, hashtag Fox Squad. Finishing up the Nanogan while the channel mascot is just chilling with the team. So first off, Nano Riptide. On a Green Fist, it is plus 300 B power. On Magic Shield and Green Fist, plus 500 B power. So, kind of just helps with the B power of the team. After that, I am using the Haos Nano Widow, or Baby Webam, as I like to call it. On a Blue Shield, plus 200 B power. On Double Blue Shield, plus 6. So, much like my Fusion deck, the Nanogan don't have a lot of really good effects, but they do just add B power to the team, and that's kind of the idea. Now the third Nanogan you will all recognize from the last profile. I use it whenever I have Haos, most of the time, and that is Haos Nano Siphon. I can't stress how powerful this Bakugan or Nanogan is, and in this team, it's even better. And let me tell you why. Because on Magic Shield, you get to add a Bakugan from the field to your active Bakugan, and then on Magic Shield and Green Fist, you get to steal an opposing active Bakugan's Bakugan and place it onto your own Bakugan. Now this is really huge when you take a look at certain aspects of the deck, and I will spend the time to go over those because this, actually, believe it or not, was the deck that I ran through rather quickly as I'm looking at the time. Normally by now I'm at like 20 minutes and I'm only at 12, so I have a few more minutes to just go into a little more detail of the deck. So there's the Energy Vortex, gotta love those. And yeah, so for the sake of this argument, I'll just use that one. And let's go ahead and show out the Siphon. So Eenoch, not really a big deal in the build. It's just he's your big, heavy beater. These two are really what the deck's combos are around. Just move the core off here. So the idea, anyway, is landing on a Magic Shield with either of these will trigger the Siphon to add. Now, obviously, once you add a Bakugan, you're going to want to add a Green Shield, like so. So if either of these have it, you know, each one's going to get their respective abilities off for the Green Fist that you add off the Nano Siphon. Once landing on a Magic Shield, that's already good. But if you consider you could get off your Nano Riptide in the same turn, because you can only use Nanogan once a game, you can only use one effect once per that game. But you could, if you wanted to, use all three of your Nanogan in one turn as long as you only use them once each. Now you're not going to get them anymore, but that can make for some game-breaking combos, and going forward, that's how I want to build the decks. So anyway, moving on. Your Nano Siphon, you know, you landed on a Magic Shield with either one of these. You add your Green Fist, so you get the extra buffs. You know, whichever one's good for you, whichever one you're rolling, either you steal or you're going to go up higher. So whichever one. But now that your Bakugan, you know, theoretically have a Magic Shield and a Green Fist on them, that's when you can get out Riptide for that 500. So it seems low at first, but when you start adding in, so let's take Gillator for instance. So it's at 1,000, right? By itself. Well, no, it's not. All right, so start off. So it's at 600. You land on the 650, so you're at 1250. You want to use your Nano Siphon. So you use your Nano Siphon to add a Bakugan from the field to the Bakugan. You add a Green Fist. So now you're at, what is it? 1400 even. You're at 14 even, I think. Hold on. My math is horrible. Yes. You're at 1400 even with 5 damage. So pretty good. And now you're going to get the extra combo. So you're actually going to be at 18 damage, or 1800 with 9 damage. Yes. Because 6,000 and then 8. Yeah, so 1800 with 9 damage. And that's just that one combo. So you can kind of see the idea of the deck, how it can stack up. Because 1809, that is a pretty solid strategy. At least that's what I thought. I thought that was very powerful. That was a cool interaction there. And that's just those. So if you want to slap the Nano Riptide on top of that, that's 500 more. And then you're talking 2300 B power. That's even better. And it just keeps going on, because then you have cards like Energy Vortex that add a green fist from the field to your Bakugan. So you can just equip onto Gillator, give it the extra 300, so that's 900. Attach a green fist, then you got 1050, you get the extra 400, that's 1550. You see what I'm saying? Like, it goes and it goes. And your main combo Bakugan that interact the most with the deck are these two right here. Eenoch, I mean, I'm not saying you can't do stuff with the Ventus Eenoch, but he's really just there because 8 damage by itself is really good. Just kind of a powerhouse Bakugan, giving us access to another magic shield, and even a flaming fist is huge. But yeah, so that just about does it. I think I walked through the combo decently enough, even though I am a bit confusing. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything I need to fine tune, or if there's anything I overlooked, because I'm always happy to hear the ideas of the Baku crews and my viewers. But that does it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed watching. As of recording, only 25% of you that do watch are subscribed. So do me a favor, please show your support by liking this video and subscribe to the channel for more Bakugan content. Now, I know it's not daily as I first promised when I first started my channel because, well, work and life, but I do try to get out content on a semi-regular basis. Of course, I do have my monthly giveaways that my subscribers are welcome to enter. Which one is coming up? You know, on the 6th, I announced that. It's a good time to subscribe. I'm just saying. But that'll do. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe no matter where you're at in the world. Hope you're having a great weekend. And remember to drome up and Bakugan brawl. See you in the next video.